Webhouse Booms to downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, November 10th, 2021, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymo, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Lawsuits on behalf of dozens of people who attended the deadly Astroworld Festival in Houston poured into local courts Monday as rapper Travis Scott promised to pay for the victims' funerals. 8 people died in the stampede Friday night when scores of attendees rushed towards the stage where Scott was performing. In the crush, some people fell and were trampled to death, including 2 children ages 14 and 16. Authorities say they've begun investigation. One of the first lawsuits was filed in the Harris County State Court on behalf of 35-year-old Houston resident Melo, whose lawyers claim he suffered, quote, serious bodily injuries when the uncontrolled crowd at the concert knocked him to the ground and trampled him. The suit, which names Scott, concert promoters Scoremore LLC, Live Nation Entertainment, and others as defendants, claimed the deaths and injuries at NRG Park in Houston was a horrible yet predictable and preventable tragedy. The suit accuses Scott and other organizers of gross negligence for failing to properly plan and put on the concert in a safe manner, and noted that Scott had encouraged a culture of violence in social media posts and on stage at past concerts. Sousa's injuries, they claim, were the inevitable and predictable results of defendants' conscious disregard of the extreme risk of harms to concertgoers that have been escalating since hours earlier. Another report says that earlier in the day, concertgoers breached the security gate around the park, stampeded into the premise, and trampled over one another. Attorney Ryan McLeod told KHOU TV, "It's a tragedy that has happened in our city. I'm hearing the word trap. I'm hearing the words not being able to breathe. I'm hearing the words drowning." At least 34 Astroworld Festival attendees have announced plans to sue in Harris County, including 27 clients represented by attorneys Tony Buzzy and Sean Roberts, the Houston Chronicle reported. Among the plaintiffs are the family of 21-year-old Axel Acosta, who died at the concert, Busby announced. More than dozens of victims have filed suit as of Monday, each alleging negligence on the part of the defendants and asking for more than $1 million each, according to the Houston Public Media. Scott, meanwhile, announced he will cover all funeral costs for the 8 who died. The rapper's representative said in a statement issued to CNN, Travis remains in active conversations with the city of Houston, law enforcement, and local first responders to respectfully and appropriately connect with the individuals and families of those who are involved. These are the first many steps Travis plans on taking as a part of his personal vow to assist those affected throughout their grieving and recovery process. Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo called for an objective, independent investigation of the rap festival, which was attended by about 50,000 people. The Houston Police Department is one of the multiple law enforcement agencies investigating the deaths. They are expected to focus on the design of the security barriers at the show, among other issues. Questions have been raised about whether there was adequate security at Friday's performance, and if law enforcement should have shut down the show because of the crowd size. The Houston Police Department said in a tweet late Sunday, "Our prayers remain with the families affected by this tragic event. The investigation remains very active and is in its early stages." Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said that there was more security at the festival than there was at the Minute Maid Park this month when the Houston Astros played their 3 games in the World Series. Officials have said that there was about 50 security staffers at the festival, plus almost 100 armed private security officers and dozen members of the Houston Police Department. Scott has been criticized since Friday's stampede for continuing on with his performance, even when it became clear that fans had been injured. The rapper has said that he wasn't aware of the severity of the situation at the time and didn't learn of the deaths until well after the show ended. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner said that immediately ending the concert was not a realistic option. Finner said, according to the New York Times, "You cannot just close when you got over 50,000 individuals. We have to worry about riots when you have a group that's that young." Leonardo DiCaprio will be playing cult leader Jim Jones in an upcoming film. Entertainment Weekly reported Monday that DiCaprio will star in the biopic Jim Jones. The new film will explore how Jones orchestrated the Jonestown mass suicide that caused over 900 deaths in November 1978. Jones founded the People's Temple religious organization in Indianapolis in 1955 and constructed Jonestown in Guyana in 1974. When U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan and members of his delegation arrived to investigate Jonestown in 1978, they were killed by Jones's followers. Following the killings, Jones ordered a mass murder suicide among his followers by drinking cyanide-laced Flavor Aid. Deadline confirmed DiCaprio's casting and said MGM has secured a deal for the film. Venom writer Scott Rosenberg wrote the script and will executive produce with DiCaprio and Jennifer Davidson. DiCaprio will also star in the Netflix film Don't Look Up and Martin Scorsese's new films Killers of the Flower Moon. Peacock announced on Tuesday that its Queer as Folk reboot has cast Kim Cattrall in a recurring role. The streaming service first announced the reboot in April. Peacock said in a statement, Cattrall will play a martini-soaked high society southern debutante with trailer park roots. The role is considered as a recurring guest star role. Stephen Dunn created the reboot. Russell T Davies created the British original. The Peacock series is relocated to the drama to New Orleans. Devin Way, Finn Argus, Jesse James Keitel, Candace Grace, Johnny Sibili, and Ryan O'Connell comprise the main cast. The original series follows three gay men in Manchester. The Peacock revival includes trans and non-binary characters and characters with disabilities. Cattrall recently starred on the Fox drama Filthy Rich, which lasted one season. Cattrall opted not to return as Samantha Jones in the HBO Max Sex and the City revival and Just Like That. Queer as Folk is in production in New Orleans. Peacock has not announced a premiere date. Nickelodeon and Mattel have just started production on a live-action television musical based on the Mattel line of Monster High fashion dolls. The feature-length television movie is being filmed in Vancouver and will premiere in 2022 on Nickelodeon. The musical will follow half-human and half-werewolf Claudine Wolfe as she attends her new school in Monsters High, and she makes friends with classmates Frankenstein and Draculaura. Claudine finally feels like she has found a place where she fits in and keeps her human side a secret. Monster High is then threatened, causing Claudine to embrace her monster side and save the day. Mila Harris will star as Claudine, with Nahia Damassane as Dracula, Cece Balagot as Frankenstein, Case Walker as Deuce Gorin, Kyle Sigley as Mr. Comos, Marcy T. House as Headmistress Bloodgood, Scotch Ellis Loring as Claudine's dad Apollo, Steve Valentine as Draculaura's dad Dracula, Jai Prishanik as Cleo Denial, Neil Lee Compote as Laguna Blue, Justin Derrickson as Heather Burns, Layla Fitzgerald as Galulia, and Navslav Sal as Abby Bonani. Abby Bomani. Sarah Jessica Parker was feeling very sentimental after wrapping filming on the Sex and the City reboot. The 56-year-old shared a video Monday on Instagram stories after finishing her scene for the series, and just like that. The video was taken from Parker's perspective as she walks down the hall to exit the studio. She said, "It's my last walk for now as Carrie, just wrapped, wow, an adventure and feeling very sentimental. That is it, wow." Parker played Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, which aired for 6 seasons on HBO from 1998 to 2004, and two films, Sex and the City 2008 and Sex and the City 2 2010. And she'll reprise the role in Just Like That. And Just Like That will also feature original stars Kristen Davis and Cynthia Nixon as Charlotte York and Miranda Hobbs, Chris Noth as Mr. Big, David Ettenberg as Steve Brady, Evan Handler as Harry Goldenblatt, Mary Cantone as Antonio Marantino, and late actor Willie Garson as Stanford Blatch. Alanis Morissette is developing an ABC comedy inspired by her life. Variety reported Monday that Morissette will executive produce and write original music for the new series titled Relatable. Relatable is a single-camera comedy from Elizabeth Beckwith and Crystal Monahan, who serves as an executive producer. Beckwith wrote the pilot, while Monahan will serve as the showrunner. Willie Mercer, Ron West, and Jonathan Daniel will also executive produce, with 20th Century Television as producer. The Hollywood Reporter confirms the news. Relatable follows a 40-something woman as she navigates life with her husband and 3 kids after spending her early years as an international rock star. Morissette's life serves as an inspiration, but the characters are fictional and non-biographical. Morissette married rapper Soul Eye in May 2010 and have 3 children, daughter Onyx and son Ever and Winter, with her husband. Morissette released Such Pretty Forks in the Road, her first album in 8 years, in July 2020. She also celebrated the 25th anniversary of her album Jagged Little Pill last year. Netflix is giving a glimpse of the new series Rebelde. The streaming service shared a teaser for the musical teen drama Tuesday. Rebelde is a reboot of the Mexican telenovela of the same name, which aired from 2004 to 2006 and launched a real-life band, RDB, made up of the cast. The original series was itself a remake of the Argentinian telenovela Rebelde Way. The preview of the reboot shows a new group of students arrive at Elite Way School. The cast performs the hit song, Britney Spears song, Baby One More Time, as they are seen preparing for a battle of the bands. The official description reads, more music, more drama, and more Rebelde than ever. Netflix previously released a sneak peek for the reboot that shows the cast performing the original theme song, Rebelde. The new series is directed by Santiago Limon and stars Alsu Gortata, Sergio Mayor Mori, Giovanna Gregorio, Alejandro Puente, Franco Massini, and Lisbeth Celine. Rebelde premieres January. Quantum Leap actor Dean Stockwell has died. Variety reported Monday that Stockwell died Sunday at the age of 85. Stockwell's agent confirmed the star's death Tuesday to the Hollywood Reporter. A family spokesperson told ABC7 that he died of natural causes. Stockwell, the son of actor Harry Stockwell and Elizabeth Stockwell, had over 200 acting credits in his career. He came to fame as a child actor in such films as The Green Years and Home Sweet Homicide, both released in 1946. In later years, Stockwell appeared in David Lynch's film Dune in 1984 and Blue Velvet in 1986, famously singing Roy Orbison's In Dreams in the latter. He was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Tony the Tiger Russo in the 1988 film Married to the Mob. One of Stockwell's best-known roles was Admiral Al Cavici on the NBC series Quantum Leap, which aired for 5 seasons from 1989 to 1993. He was nominated for multiple Emmy Awards for the role and won a Golden Globe in 1990 for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in a Series, Miniseries, or Motion Picture made for television. In most recent years, Stockwell appeared as John Cavill on Battlestar Galactica and as a guest star on NCIS New Orleans. The actor survived by 2 children. Stockwell was 85. Justin Bieber has joined forces with virtual entertainment company Wave to offer a free live virtual concert on November 18th. Justin Bieber, an interactive virtual experience, will feature the singer performing songs from his latest album, Justice, as a virtual avatar inside his own virtual universe before kicking off his 2022 Justice World Tour. The show begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with fans able to sign up for the experience through Wave official website. The show will be rebroadcast. Bieber will perform his hit singles Peaches, Hold On, and Ghost. Fans will be able to chat with other Bieber fans from around the world, send them singer virtual emojis to influence the concert, and see themselves live on the show's virtual Jumbotron. Bieber said in a statement, "I'm a big believer in Wave and love the platform as a new way for me to engage with my fans. I'm excited to be using this technology to bring people together and connect with fans all over the world. I can't wait for them to check out this interactive performance." Post Malone has been selected to replace Travis Scott at the Day in Vegas Music Festival. Malone is the headlining act set for Saturday. Kendrick Lamar is headlining Friday with Tyler, the Creator, taking the stage on Sunday. Other performers set for Day in Vegas includes Lil Baby, Doja Cat, SZA, Roddy Ricch, Lil Uzi Vert, Jasmine Sullivan, and more. Scott canceled his performance following his recent Astroworld festival in Houston, where 8 people died in a stampede as attendees rushed towards the stage where the rapper was performing. The festival said on Twitter, Travis Scott will no longer be performing at Day in Vegas. The security and safety of all attending Day in Vegas has been and always will be a top priority in our festival planning. We continue to work hand in hand with law enforcement, medical personnel, and public safety agencies on our protocols for the weekend. And finally, Ed Sheeran discussed making a new Christmas song with Elton John while appearing on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. The singer mentioned on Monday how he is close friends with John, who would call him every day after Sheeran lost a close friend. Sheeran said John's previous holiday song, Step Into Christmas, keeps charting higher every year. This caused John to ask Sheeran about doing a new Christmas song for 2021. Sheeran said about needing to go all out on a holiday song, I've always been quite against, not that I don't like Christmas, I love Christmas, but in terms of doing a Christmas song, you need to chuck the kitchen sink at all. He added, I was like, I don't really want to do a Christmas song unless we're going in, unless it's like sleigh bells, ding dongs. It needs to be a proper Christmas song. So I wrote a chorus, and then I went to go and stay with him, and we wrote three, and one of them was this one called Merry Christmas. The 30-year-old says he thought the name of the song would have to change due to his common name, but that she was shocked to find out that there was no other song with the simple title of Merry Christmas on Spotify or YouTube. Sheeran said, it baffled me. It kind of like this glitch in a video game. Sheeran, who recently released his fifth studio album titled Equal, also joined Fallon for a game of charades along with Michael Che and Martha Stewart. Sheeran was paired up with Che, and Fallon teamed up with Stewart. Che and Sheeran won the game after the comedians helped Sheeran guess movies No Time to Die and Dirty Dancing. As your entertainment report for Wednesday, November 10th, 2021, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Friday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great Veterans Day. Good night, and God bless you all.